The William Jefferson Clinton Federal Building is located in the Federal Triangle in Washington, D.C., across 12th Street from the old post office. The new post office, as the Clinton Building was originally known, housed the headquarters of the Post Office Department until that department was replaced by the United States Postal Service in 1971. The building, which now houses the headquarters of the U.S. Environmental Protection Agency, was first renamed the Ariel Rios Federal Building on February 5, 1985, in honor of Ariel Rios, an undercover special agent for the Bureau of Alcohol, Tobacco, Firearms and Explosives who was killed in the line of duty on December 2, 1982. After the federal government announced that it would be renaming the building again in honor of former President Bill Clinton on May 13, 2013, the building was officially renamed to its current title, the William Jefferson Clinton Federal Building, at a ceremony that took place July 17, 2013. History. The Clinton Building was constructed in the early 1930s as part of the redevelopment of the Federal Triangle area, at that time one of the city's most blighted neighborhoods. This area was known as Murder Bay and was a center of crime and prostitution. The plan for the area's redevelopment was laid out as part of the 1901 Macmillan Plan, the first federally funded urban redevelopment plan, and the redevelopment of Federal Triangle began in earnest in the 1930s under the leadership of Treasury Secretary Andrew W. Mellon. Construction on the Clinton Building was completed in 1934. The Clinton Building was a central feature of the redevelopment. The neoclassical building was designed by architects William Adams Delano and Chester Holmes Aldrich, who took as their inspiration the Place Vendôme in Paris. The central section of the tri-unit building consists of two huge, back-to-back, semicircular units with side wings. The semicircle formed by the building's curve on its eastern facade was to be mirrored by a similarly curved facade built across 12th Street on the site of the old post office building. Secretary Mellon's Building Commission actively sought the demolition of the old post office to fulfill that plan, but preservation efforts, which continued over the course of 50 years, saved the old post office. The second half of the Grand Plaza was never finished as designed, save for a curve in the northwest corner of the headquarters of the Internal Revenue Service. The Ronald Reagan Building, completed in 1998, does mirror, to some degree, the semicircle of the west facade of the Clinton Building. The exterior is decorated with bas-relief panels by Adolph Alexander Weinman. The Clinton Building has been refurbished with the architectural details of the hallways preserved in the style of the 1920s and 1930s. A 7-story marble spiral staircase is a prominent element of the building's interior. A chandelier hangs in the center of the staircase and has exposed bulbs to illuminate each floor. It terminates in a dramatic chrome and brass globe. In December 2012, both houses of Congress unanimously voted to rename the Rios Building as the William Jefferson Clinton Federal Building, after Bill Clinton, the 42nd president. The General Services Administration administratively renamed the building for Clinton on May 13, 2013. The structure was formally dedicated at a ceremony on July 17, 2013, at which Clinton spoke and former EPA Administratrix Carol Browner attended. The Rios family approved of renaming a building. A reflecting pool at the new ATF headquarters on New York Avenue NW was named for Rios. Murals. The Clinton Federal Building was one of the initial locations that integrated various WPA murals that were originally commissioned and displayed in federally constructed buildings during the 1930s and 1940s. 25 murals were chosen and 6 have been criticized by visitors and employees as to stereotyping American Indians and integrating inappropriate images. The General Services Administration addressed the controversy. The U.S. Post Office headquarters murals embody many admirable qualities of American art and culture in the 1930s. A range of visual styles, inventive approaches to subject matter, commitment to bringing creativity and artistic beauty to public spaces, and devotion to the development of American art as a part of national identity. At the same time, ingrained cultural attitudes of the 1930s are inevitably present, including stereotypes about women, Native Americans, African Americans, and rural Americans. From Ward Lockwood and Carl Free's depictions of Native Americans and African Americans as subservient to white colonists, to William Palmer and Frank McAroo's emphasis on the aggression of Native Americans and the passive victimhood of women, to Doris Lee's romanticized views of farm life during the Depression. The murals perpetuate outmoded views of their era. Today, the presence of the murals in this building offers a rare opportunity to experience a full cycle of New Deal artwork in its original context, and serves as a valuable reminder of how American society has changed over time. Controversy over WPA murals was prevalent during their installation and afterward. Nudity and revolutionary sentiments implicit in some murals led to an extended public debate. Gallery renovation. In 1993, the building was renovated. In 1998, the limestone facade was renovated. In 2007, the south courtyard was renovated. Murals at Clinton Federal Building, William Jefferson Clinton Building, Washington, D.C. Quote, Official General Services Administration site.